just like, oh, it's winners round 1. It's not going to matter. Watch winners round 1. You will see some absolutely insane players. But we are all done with winners round 1 matches, so we're going to be moving on to our first round 2 match. It's going to be Cheese versus Starforce here up in the winner's side. Now, I'm actually not too familiar with either of these players. Like, I think I've seen Cheese maybe once or twice before. But yeah, the only Force I know from New Jersey is Delta Force.
So true. Nah, but Cheese plays Dedede. I believe Beast has.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
it's coming back because I have heard of Beast play against Cheese before because Beast, he's got a DDD problem. I love that man to death. He has a DDD problem. There's no mincing words there. And yes, Cheese is absolutely a DDD player.
Yeah, and Starforce is a Pac-Man. The only reason I know is because I played him and we went to time.
So we might be in for an interesting match here.
Yeah, but I feel like it's so weird because I feel like while Pac-Man has that combo ability, especially with forward air, against a character like Dedede, that inhale is going to be crazy, especially against Hydrant, just kind of
absolutely.
making that invalid, especially fruits as well. That's definitely an option that Cheese has, and I mean, I saw this guy earlier at the twice donning the red R today at the Fusion, but it's going to be tough. I feel like for both of these guys, because these are matchups don't really come across often. Of course, you have Shinji up in New York with his Pac-Man, but in New Jersey, you did have Adam SK, and you know he's kind of on panel, so not a character you see often. And you can kind of see Starforce is already starting off with that Galaxy combo, 46%. But this is kind of even, don't you say?
Yeah, I mean, Pac-Man just doing what Pac-Man does best against heavy characters and just getting these Galaga combos early, able to rack up a lot of damage. But like you said, you know, it is DDD. It can be a very explosive character in the right hands, and, you know, Cheese definitely can achieve that. Ooh, okay, now the bell's coming out. Oh, just barely is going to be out of range of that up smash. Cheese is finally going to have, like, stage control for the first time of the match there. But yeah, it's already a very tense set. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, it doesn't look even, but it feels even.
Yeah, it really does, especially because King Dedede kind of hits like a truck. And you're kind of seeing Starforce really go for set play a lot. You're seeing his gameplay kind of revolve around sitting back behind Hydrant, but also using Hydrant as a way to be able to counter Gordo. And the fact that Cheese just kind of has to respect the Hydrant just like flailing around, it's going to be tough for Cheese. And Starforce has well acknowledged that and is currently making the most out of it.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because you feel like Hydrant is going to be one of Starforce's best kill options in this matchup. But we are going to see that Bear finally come out and take the stock. But yeah, Cheese is sitting at like 180%. So, you know, Starforce had to put in a lot of work there just to get that one stock, and Cheese could very well on this next ledge trap just take a stock with just a tilt. So Starforce definitely is fighting the uphill battle here, but is doing a winning job so far.
Yeah, very, very good job. And at some point, and I kind of learned this when I was playing this Pac-Man, especially online, is if you don't know what moves can break Hydrant immediately, you're going to struggle in this matchup. Like,
Absolutely.
For Cheese, it's going to be back air. I already saw it. I feel like if Cheese just kind of acknowledges that, make sure that he's going to go for back airs a little bit more often with Hydrant. Even neutral weak. Again, like, that inhale is going to be a very, very... I feel like Cheese is kind of struggling to deal with everything that Starforce is throwing out. And, again, it's kind of just... doing wonders for Starforce as a really good side beat just to everything. But gets hit by that Gordo. Again, set play on set play. It really is just trip.
Yeah, now we're seeing ourselves in a similar situation to how the game started out, with almost 100% on Cheese and almost nothing on Starforce. Yet again, it still feels like a very even game. This is Smash Brothers, everybody.
Yep, we love this game. Oh, the missed inhale. However, no punish from Starforce. Able to avoid getting hit by punish from Cheese himself by missing that up smash. But yeah, Gordo is kind of just invalidated with all the fruits that have been going out. And Hydrant. I mean, both of those moves were very, very solid. Good up tilt into the up air, just reading Starforce's landing. And gets that grab once again. Now an advantage I want to see what Cheese is able to do. Again, just rely on Gordo a lot, and can you really blame the guy? I mean, Gordo is really to recover as well, and the down tilt.
There we go.
Jeez. There you go. I mean, like you mentioned before, right? Just one good edge guard, one good ledge trap, and Cheese is all of a sudden in the lead.
Yeah, like, the Gordo dash attack combo, that's a scary thing. Almost is able to get that kill. Able to follow the stun and time it really well, but just barely not enough. Pac-Man, unfortunately, cursed to not be able to kill below, like, 150. It's consequence of the character, unfortunately.
So true. And now, Cheese was talking to me this earlier when we were hanging out, is that he tends to struggle against characters or people that camp. And against Pac-Man, especially against Starforce, I mentioned, he timed me out when I tried to time him out. So, you know, he has that patience down in him. Now, Cheese just kind of needs to learn how to deal with that. And, I mean, it's working out. You kind of just send them off stage and then get Gordo off, get F tilt. King Dedede has some really good 2-frames. And a really good down smash right there.
Great down smash, yeah. Covered basically every option Starforce could have gone for, except maybe get up attack. But that's a solid string there coming with the Galaga and the Fairs. I feel like this is probably the first time we're actually seeing what could even be considered even percentages this set. But great timing on the get up.
Able to get that tech roll read as well, Starforce. Now has Cheese off stage. What's the answer to get back? Using that Gordo, using Inhale once again. Gotta watch out for Galaga. He can't really go for Gordo. Well, actually does have the bell out. In hand, too. Oh, and the up air actually going through Hydrant. Cheese catching a lucky one with that up air, I will admit.
That up air was very brash and brazen because you were contending against both the Hydrant and the Z-drop bell, as well as, you know, maybe like a Pac-Man down air or something like that. So just being able to say, yeah, my hitbox is big enough, I can do this, and just going for it. Like, yeah, go straight to the Hydrant. The bell is there too. It is, you know, making a big read like that, it pays off sometimes, and she's reaping the benefits of making the call there.
Yeah, and I love confidence. You can see that kind of just ooze through Cheese when he was going for that. It's like, it's make or break at this point, so just go for the up there and hope that the opponent kind of just doesn't expect it. But I feel like for Cheese, he was just expecting the height. I feel like out of disadvantage, most Pac-Mans will go for that. What a Gordo, by the way, to be able to not only stop or avoid getting the Gordo hit by the but also punishing it as well. Dedede is so fun to watch sometimes, but man, playing against him has to be a pain.
Yeah. Okay, so this definitely feels like a bit of a slower start to game number 2 here. We're finally seeing the Inhale actually kind of catch one of those Galagas. Possibly, you know, that's a tool that Cheese could look to use a bit more because we're seeing so many of these low percent Galaga combos coming out from Starforce. Because, you know, that's just a Pac-Man bread and butter. But with the Gordo can at least flank with that, but the problem with that is the Galaga will still have the active hitbox going for a bit. Whereas if you inhale it, then it kind of turns the tables on to Starforce and forces them on the defensive.
And it's not like how you would throw Galaga back. And a good dash.
Ooh.
There's that trim. But back to what I was saying about Galaga. Inhale won't, you know, do the loop-de-loop and pull with Galaga. Instead, it'll actually just shoot straight forward. So for Starforce to kind of just expect, you know, to good upside from out of that belt.
Yeah, that one is gonna connect. Not like the last one where it's just barely out of range.
Yeah.
Yeah, that connecting there is definitely big. It's gonna keep Starforce in a nice even game state here.
Yeah, there you go. Just shooting straight across, and you kind of have to be ready for that speed. And I feel like a Starforce, I don't think you're gonna really expect that because it's your own weapon, sure, but like not that way at least. You won't expect to see that Galaga.
Yeah. Especially because, you know, if Cheese misses the inhale on that Galaga, setting himself up for like 30-40%. So it's a risky move, but it can pay off really well if Cheese is able to make the right call and get that Galaga. The forward throw there, we're going to see Starforce off on the edge here. This is a pretty good situation for Cheese, but no, the melon here, even using that slower trajectory of it to catch the get up there. Starforce kind of starting to use some of these other fruits here, kind of realizing that Cheese is starting to play around the Galaga better than he was in Game 1. And Starforce is like I have a lot more tools that I can use.
Yeah. Oh my! I thought that hit. I was about to say, okay, getting hit by the bell, but still kind of able to get away for it thanks to Gordo. Or for the up tilt, had the right idea. Starforce reading that roll away and gets that back into advantage for Starforce. And the Gordo actually getting hit by that bell as well. What an up air!
Yeah, so Starforce must have been thinking they're like, oh, I can punish this regrab easy.
Yeah.
But that up air is so disjointed, hits through ledge on basically any stage you could imagine being legal in any rule set. Such a dangerous tool in DDD's arsenal that, you know, Cheese is kind of forcing Starforce to have to start respecting, or else we're gonna start seeing things kind of slip away here.
Yeah, he really did say call an ambulance, but not for me. Like with that up there. And that's kind of just the DDD special, right? You're going to see a lot of the top DDDs go for that up air to recover, and you might see that a little bit more from Cheese. I mean, you already saw it trying to counteract that bell. All right, gets that key, able to inhale it, actually able to survive that forward air. 208%. Doesn't get the roll read either, so Starforce is kind of struggling a bit, but the apple hit on that Gordo, going to be able to take that stock final.
Yeah. And we also saw Starforce try to use that trampoline there to kind of put Cheese into a spot where he would get hit by that apple. So I always love seeing Pac-Man use the trampoline creatively because it's such a unique tool and can set up a lot of really cool situations that people will not be prepared for.
Definitely. And it's just, again, it's a lot that you have to think about. I mean, for the most part, if, you know, you're playing against Pac-Man, the only three you're thinking about are Key, Bell, and Galaga. You're not really thinking about Melon. Maybe sometimes Orange, because, you know, you see Pac-Man's go for that a little bit more. But that's something I haven't seen Starforce go for a lot. You know, again, kind of relying on the big three, but, again, Orange is still a very solid tool. I guess there really isn't... Oh!
Whoa, oh my god! That is amazing DI there. Oh no! Unfortunately, another missed space. Smash attacks, not going to capitalize off of that bell. But this is still a good position for Starforce. Sitting with a very comfortable percent lead, has the bell in hand, just waiting there, trying to force Cheese to make the move, make a mistake, and come out and just get punished because Cheese, yeah, has to take the initiative here to make a move.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for the apple. That will definitely kill. Also not able to punish that grab. I mean, lots of end lag, but it doesn't matter if you're not able to get anything off of it. Gets hit by the apple. Really good recovery by Starforce. Gets hit by... No way, you're dead. I hate this game.
Yeah, like 99% after the hit, it looked like. That is insane. That's another factor with Pac-Man against heavies, is that if you're struggling to kill, then rage starts playing a factor.
Yeah.
And Cheese sitting at like 170% there, max rage, that up air is going to be doing some serious damage. And we saw that come out there with just raw off the top. Insane. But congratulations to Cheese for navigating that matchup really well, I would say.
Mm-hmm. And again, like I said, Cheese was kind of struggling with campy characters, at least he told me. So, trying to play patient, where, you know, he's kind of forced to approach, it's kind of tough for DDD, a really good setup for Starforce. You could see glimpses of Starforce kind of just cooking, but again, Cheese really staying true to the name. Kind of just understanding his going for that up air, killing twice, really clinical finishing from Cheese, but I mean, I don't know, Starforce, I feel like those are two games that Starforce could have won, and kind of just shows you how close these guys are in terms of skill level. It's just Cheese had so many more options to kill compared to Pac-Man.
Yeah, like, this is going to be a great VOD for, honestly, both players to review, but I think Starforce definitely can learn a lot from this, because I feel like Cheese is definitely kind of in that gatekeeper area where it's like, if you want to be considered a good player in New Jersey, Cheese is one of the people that you have to be able to beat. And Starforce, like, as you said, showing those glimpses that he had what it takes to beat Cheese. It's just, you know, it might just be matchup unfamiliarity, like, because like you were talking about earlier, Pac-Man DDD is such a weird matchup. It's not one that you see often.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's just a lot of just mental stack there really to kind of go over. But we
Right.
are going to be taking a quick little break. It looks like while we get ready for our next match. But before that, we're gonna read off some ads here. So we've got Collision Series. If you don't know what Collision Series is, it's the group that runs Fusion, and not just Fusion, but also Collision, the major. They also do a lot of streaming for other events as well.